Well, if you can hear me above the noise of the sea, back on the lovely Chesil Beach again. Late May 2017. Looking at to be a beautiful evening. It's about 7:30 in the evening. High tide's about 9. Big spring. It's been blowing hard all day, but the wind is just suddenly vanishing from the sky and is due to settle down to virtually nothing tomorrow morning. So me and Chris doing the long walk to our mark. Set up, get the last hour or so of daylight in, fish through the night and into tomorrow morning. It'd be nice to think we could catch a couple of fresh mackerel for bait before it gets dark. We'll just have to see. So we're going to be using lug, rag, squid, mackerel if we can catch it. Might put one in close if the sea settles down a bit in the night for a bass. And we'll see what turns up. It is a beautiful evening to be out. So we'll just see what happens. No, he's alright. They don't half go, don't they?
Oh yeah.
Oh dear. Fun and games. Starry smooth hand. They really go. Oh, dear me. That was fun. Well, it's the morning after the previous evening. Been a lovely night. We've had lots of these little boys, dogfish, a few smooth hound and some pout. It's now just before 5 AM, so we're hoping that there'll be a chance soon of some place or something like that. So we've got to fish through these dogfish and hope for the best. and bite. That's what we want. Well then, Clarky. Yeah. Well, we're back on Chesil. It's now mid-June, about 3 weeks since we were last down. We're just going to do a day today, we're not going to fish through the night. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning and we're going to probably fish till about dusk. High tide's about midday, medium low, the water's clear. Expect the same sort of fish that we caught last time, so that would be smooth hound, plaice, probably dogfish. Who knows what else? Chesil can throw up anything at any time, so we'll see. But forecast is fine, it's going to be about low 20s. Looking forward to a nice day. Hey. Well, it's been hard going, but eventually rewarded with a nice place there. Lovely looking fish. Took lug and rag at range. Very good. I'm just going to untangle this now. Oh dear. Yes. Got the pliers. Right, it's now mid-July, a lovely summer's afternoon. It's about 5 in the afternoon. We've just done a very long walk down the beach, well over an hour. Hard work. I'm going to do the night into tomorrow morning. Carrying all that kit plus lots of water for the dog is not easy. Middling tide, highs about 11 o'clock tonight. Expect the usual, plus I think we've got a good chance of bream and goonard as well. I've seen signs of whitebait at the high tide mark on the walk down, which would indicate that the mackerel and bass will be fairly close. Probably put a mackerel head out close in at night, and we'll be fishing at ranges with lug and rag tipped with mackerel and squid, so we'll see how we go, but it looks lovely, so we'll see how we go. There you go, bait for tonight. Beautiful fish, Chris. Beautiful. That's a beautiful fish. Yeah, we'll get the scales on that.
Do you want to weigh him while he's on the...
Yeah, okay then. Yeah, yeah. God knows what this is. Whoa. That feels like a big fish. I don't know what it is. Ooh, it's going well. I've no idea what it is. A very subtle bite. Bigger than that. If it's a place, mate, it's the biggest bloody place in the world. I think it's a little skate, but I really don't know. I really don't know what it is, but it's heavy. Ooh, bloody hell. I was snapping off the drag a bit. Really heavy fish. Not a smooth end. No, bigger than a dogfish. Yeah. I've no idea what it is. I think it feels like a skate, but well, I think so, but I really don't know. Oh, bloody hell, it's powerful. Have you seen it yet? What is it? Hang on. That's nice. Is it? Yeah. Happy with that. They are gorgeous. Another skate. There's loads of them out there. Is he there? Good little doggy. Oh, well done. isn't there?
Got a bit of breeze.
Well, you'd think so. It's fighting like one. Well, it's the morning after the day before. As you can see, weather conditions have changed slightly. Certainly a lot blowier. But we had a lovely evening last night. We had those 3 undulates, which was a bit unexpected. Chris caught his on a cider mackerel, but my 2 came on rag tipless squid, which was really bizarre. And then as it got dark, we managed 5 bream. Unfortunately, the GoPro doesn't work very well once it gets dark, so difficult to video that. And then into the night, we got plagued by silver eels for about an hour. I think Chris caught about 7. And then just coming up to midnight, the dogfish came on the feed big time, so we decided that we'd have some sleep, but not before putting out a short rod each and a flowing trace with a mackerel head on each. And at 1 o'clock in the morning I managed this nice bass here, which was very nice. And then this morning Chris caught another bream, but it's all gone a bit slow, so we're going to give it another hour or so, and then I think we're going to up sticks and do the long walk back, and then stop off at the little chef in Ilminster for an Olympic breakfast to refortify ourselves. But before I do that, some of you might be interested on the sort of rigs we use. So we both of us use a pulley pennel for all our fishing, really. It's a very simple and effective way of fishing. So if I try and explain it to you, so we've got the shock leader here coming down from the rod. Interesting, I use 90-pound braid for my shock leader. I find it nice, gives a nice and smooth through the rod rings. Chris uses 60 or 70-pound leader monofilament, but I use 90-pound braid. So it comes down to one of these clever little swivel things here. You can use an ordinary swivel if you want, and then through that you've got your weight, a bead, length of line, through that swivel to another bead and another swivel. So this can be whatever length you want. I mean, mine's about, I don't know, 2.5 foot. And then on the other side of this swivel is your leader. Just make sure that the leader is shorter than the other length. That means that you can clip it down, so the hook goes onto the bait clip like that. It tightens up, gives a nice streamlined bait. Now, the great thing about the pulley pennel as well, obviously, is that when it's on the seabed, it's like that, sort of in the tide. When a fish takes it, it pulls against the weight of the lead and hooks itself, and the added advantage of that is that when you're retrieving, the lead's here and it sort of lifts the lead off the seabed to keep you away from any snags, which is very good. And I say, so, and then on the business end, your bait's there. We always use 2 hooks, we always pennel it. I mean, most of the season we've been using size 4s, can you believe? Really small hooks. doesn't seem to affect the hooking ability of it. So your bait's gone there, and then the top hook, which is running free, when you've got your bait on there, you just wrap it round about 3 times, 4 times, and into the top of the bait. So it gives you a good streamlined bait, and then if a fish takes either end, hopefully you're going to hook it. So that's the rig really, very straightforward. Okay, so Chris is just trying for a few mackerel, which you'll know there were plenty about last night. They're a bit scarce this morning. Anyway, we've had a lovely time as usual, and hope you enjoyed it.